collective is currently rewriting their entire routine. They're rebuilding their structures around wealth and possessions. We're currently trying to call forth a new beginning. Yes, especially in this realm. We're actively looking to bring that in. But we have this issue around celebrating ourselves. Being around people that celebrate ourselves and celebrating ourselves just personally doing it as well. This stems from childhood. I mean, it does. At some point in our lives, whether through religion or a past marriage or our parents, someone told us that having things was evil and we weren't allowed to want things. There's a huge wound here. I've seen it repeated over and over and over again in the spread. That means that whenever opportunity does come around, we freeze. We freeze every time, and the opportunity passes us by. There's a decision that we need to make. We're having a hard time deciding. Transition. This is a transitionary period. We're trying to build a whole new thing, but in order to build the whole new thing, you have to leave behind the past. A lot of betrayals, especially in that root chakra. So the reason that we feel this way is because we were told over and over again, you can't want things. Success is bad, money's bad, whatever it was, right? This is wealth and possession. So it has something to do with the material realm. For some reason, we feel like we're not allowed to have it. And we have repeated that over and over again in our own head. Self-betrayal. Not listening to our intuition, just over and over and over again. Yeah. Paralyzed by fear, overly restrictive. I can't have nice things. I can't even splurge on simple things that barely, even if it's a Lush bath bomb, I don't know why that's so significant, but that's not even that much money in the grand scheme of things. It's not like it's going to cost an entire mortgage payment, but we feel like we can't even have that. We can't even have a box of Cheez-Its, or else we're evil. So it's hyper restrictive. So much so that it feels like we can never just pour back into ourselves. We can never catch a break. Constant. Yeah. 1 minute we want to celebrate ourselves and pour into our cup, and then we're like, oh, do I really deserve that $2 sheet mask just to have a little spa day? That type of thing. We're trying to change it, and we probably have a ton of people putting their opinion on it. I don't know why they feel like they need to. This is very much nobody asked for it, but you're getting it anyway. And we're trying to figure out clarity here. The truth, our truth, not necessarily anyone else's truth, but what's true to us. Yeah. We're trying to figure out our security. What is success to me? What does that look like? What is the recognition that I want? How do I want to be celebrated? What do I consider to be security? How do I get my wish fulfillment? How do I stop feeling so sad? How do I let go of this deep dissatisfaction with my life? Yeah, I want more. Is that really so bad? Why you need to hear this at this time is, again, because we're dealing with a lot of opinions that nobody asked for. No one asked for it, but they're in our space somehow, and we're trying to leave that behind, feeling like we're being attacked constantly, like we have to defend ourselves. We also are... It's a hard journey. It's been a very hard journey, and at times we feel like just giving up. Yep, I just heard my dishwasher beep. So, confirmation. This 3 of Cups, I just want to be celebrated, and I want to be around people who celebrate me. But it feels like it's not out there. I feel like everywhere I look, there's so much misinformation that I feel like I'm constantly being tricked. Yeah, I'm brand new at what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn new routines, new stuff around money, around that type of stuff. And I feel like everywhere I look, it's the wrong information, or I'm getting scammed, and I'm deeply disappointed and in regret. I feel like I'm not succeeding, and I just feel like crap. Now, I know that this is self-sabotage, right? Every time I try to give up, that's self-sabotage. Hello there, Angel. Yeah, I feel like I'm not getting what I'm going for. I don't feel confident, but I know I need to continue to show up. I want my security, and I know that in order to get it, I need to be consistent. Even if I don't have the motivation, even if my heart's not fully in it yet, I need to show up. So I'm actively strategizing. Yes, thank you. I'm actively strategizing. At times, we're being hypercritical, very hypercritical. We're carrying too much. We're going on our little journey, and all we want is this little acorn. That's it. That's all this little turtle that's all this tortoise cares about, is this acorn, that financial egg, right? And the hummingbird spirit guiding us along the way. But for some reason, we're carrying the whole forest, and we've been doing it for so long that we got mushrooms growing all over this tortoise's back. But it's crazy because you're the tortoise and the mushrooms are on your back. Mushrooms represent transmutation. They take negativity and they turn it into positivity. So despite this heavy load, you're still plucking along. No problem. It's heavy. Yeah. We're over giving all the time, and that has caused an issue. Not happy, because it's heavy. It's a lot to carry. We're the person that people rely on way too much. Way too much. A lot of these people are perfectly capable of moving their own feet and using their own hands. They are. What we need to do about it, all this energy, I can't find the stability. I'm always going to be out of balance. I'm always going to have bad luck and never have my abundance. That's changing. They want you to change it. There is energy coming in. It's coming up. Fast energy. Around February 17th, there will be a boost of energy, a lot of fire and earth energy. Thank you for the follow. They want for you to realize that you are the Empress and the Emperor. Okay? You may not feel like it, my friend. You feel like you're in this tiny little box. And I'm looking for it, and it's hiding from me. So I've already yelled enough at y'all, and you want to hide now. You are in a little box. You don't want people to see it. There it is. You can't hide from me. You put yourself in this little box, or someone put you in here, and you've stayed in here. But your box is gold. Your box is a golden box, and you are the deity in the box. You are the emperor, you are the empress. Your box is golden. That says enough. They want you to remember that you're the empress and the emperor. Whether you feel like it or not, that's who you are. Your dreams are worthy of you. You need to let go of this feeling that I have to hide and be Why? You're carrying the entire forest on your back. Whenever you need to make rent, you somehow find a way to make rent. Every time. People always come to you for the advice. They always come to you. They wouldn't be coming to you if you weren't worth a damn. Let's be for real, okay? Let's be for real. So whether you feel like it or not, you have far more control over your life than you think you do. You're far too hypercritical of yourself. Stems from childhood. Father figure, mother figure, doesn't matter. Both your masculine side and your feminine side are hypercritical. Hypercritical of the ability to go get the thing, hypercritical of the ability to receive said thing. Feeling like we can never make the right choice, feeling overwhelmed by choices. They want you to knock that off. They want you to stay inspired. All this beautiful inspiration that you have coming in, completely different energy. This inspiration to change this whole structure, they want you to stay on it. They want you to keep manifesting. They want you to keep doing those things. They want for you to keep going towards this goal, this new little journey towards your money, your financial security. They want you to keep going. Even if it feels like your plans aren't coming in and you don't know why, keep going. The justice is coming. Karma is showing up. And karma's not always a bad thing. Karma's good too. It's very neutral. It comes in and it says, all right, what's your truth? What is your truth? What is your reality? Do we stay in the same thought patterns or do we change? What are we doing? Beep. Get your priorities straight. Okay? Right now, they're not straight. Every time we think, we're like, what do I actually want? And that first answer that pops in our head, we always go, no, I don't deserve that. Yeah, sorry, my dishwasher keeps beeping at interesting types and I can't help but make the noise because I'm a weirdo. But yeah, every time we go, I really want this thing, we talk ourselves out of it. We're ignoring our intuition. Every time. Spirit wants you to knock that off. Stop telling yourself you don't deserve things. You want it, it should be yours. The end. Obviously, if you're like, I want someone else's partner, no. We're smart, we're grown here, okay? But if you want something, if you want to have the bag, you can have the bag. If you want to have a house, you can have a house. You're not evil for wanting things. No. You're not evil for wanting money. No. Yeah, exactly. They want you to change that. Change that. That's the thing we need to heal, okay? That's the thing we need to leave behind, the Six of Swords. That's the part where we feel like I can't want things. That's the part. Because why? Why is there a whole earth and universe full of beautiful things and we can't have it? Can you also not look at the sunset? Can you also not breathe the air you're breathing? It makes no sense, okay? It exists, therefore it is meant to be held. It is meant to be enjoyed. It is meant to be looked at. Okay? You don't have to earn it. All you have to do is go get it. That's it. That's all that is it's required. You want it, it's there. That's how it works. Yes. So that's the recap. I'm going to get into these Oracle Advice cards, and my intention with these is that it gives you some food for thought, some extra thinking points as you continue forward, right? Because we're here for answers, we're here for clarity. We're not here for smoke, illusion, and BS. We're here for truth. Thank you for the share. So, yeah, someone may have allergies because my nose feels constantly runny even though it's not. So I'm like, what the heck? So, Spirit. It's my intention that if you see my face, whether on live or anywhere else on the internet, it's my intention that you leave feeling lighter. Yeah, I know, cedar fever. I literally took allergy medicine for that because I'm here. It's not helping, but yes. So it is my intention that if you see my face, that whatever burdens you have, the weight comes off. You don't need to carry it. This is me taking it off of you and shoving it over there where it belongs. Over there, not on your back. Okay? Let's ease their fears, Spirit, soothe their anxieties, and give them the clarity that they need to continue forward on their purpose. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. Some closing advice for my collective here today regarding the House of Wealth and Possessions. Analysis paralysis. Oh no! We have an issue with analysis paralysis. Like I said, that Two of Swords. Analysis paralysis. And it's probably because we feel like we don't deserve these things. Whenever we have that first answer that pops in, we automatically try to determine all the reasons why we don't deserve the thing. I don't deserve to be happy. Why? Why you specifically? Why are you not allowed to be happy? What have you done? Did you burn down an orphanage? No? Then why can't you be happy? Tell me more, Spirit. Get out of the box you put yourself in. I love it. Get out of the box you put yourself in. Look, I told you we're in this little box, and this box is golden, and we're acting like we're not in a golden box. Come on now. Someone told us it was a cardboard box. No. This analysis paralysis, you're putting yourself in a box. I don't deserve the things that I want. Who told you that? Why are you listening? Oh yeah, get out of your head and get into your body. This will help. Whenever we get too in our head with analysis paralysis and things like that, we have to get into our body. That means grounding practices. That means somatic therapy. So dancing, exercise, just breathing exercises. I know people don't like to hear that. But getting more present within ourselves stops the overthink. It gets us more into the present moment so that we can actually make informed decisions. Because instead of being up here imagining all the worst case scenarios and coming up with all the reasons why we don't deserve the thing, we are now actively in our present moment and pulling ourselves out of like not continuing to create the saber-toothed tiger. Now we're actually going, oh, actually I'm safe in this moment where I'm at. I'm in my body, in the now, you know, not in the future, not in the past. I'm right here. Yes. I love when it matches up to what I said. Need I say more? Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. Don't pretend. Hypercritical. Analysis paralysis. Put yourself in a box because you're hypercritical and we're always in our head. And listen, I'm not yelling at y'all. This is me too. I do this. I've done this. I get it. I got it. I've got the snow globe, okay? I know. A very mercurial person. Very much in my head. But yes, hypercritical. No grace. I must go from having no idea what a credit card is to suddenly knowing how to open a brokerage account and have the best investment options and how to save and the best possible credit card and how to not overspend and, you know, like, no, let's be for real. You're not going to know that straight out the gate. You're just not. You have to learn. Oh my God. I love it. I love when the cards line up. Unless they are living your life or paying your bills, their opinion is irrelevant. I say it all the time. You're in your meat suit, they're in theirs. I don't know why they want to be in your meat suit, driving you around, telling you where to go, but if they're not in your meat suit, shut your mouth. I love these cards. These are ones I've written, so like it's just funny to see my own words. The law of reciprocity, as I said, equal give and take, right? Reciprocity. Better partnerships, better relationships. We want to balance out our finances, right? We have to learn about our income, right? Our income versus our expenses, that type of thing. Getting things in balance. Our input and our output. Having better partnerships. Better work relationships. Better friendships. Better relationships in general. Thank you. Aw. And what inspires you is already within you, okay? So if you really are inspired by people who are really good at saving, are really well, like they have a luxurious life and are able to like enjoy themselves, that's within you, friend. It's already there. You just have to unlock it. You got to learn how to open the lock, open the key. Use the key and unlock it. Yes. and knock the glass off the table. Yep, that's that independent energy. I love that. So whoever this is, you can't have what you want. I'm thinking of that SpongeBob meme. You can't have what you want. Money's the root of all evil. I knocked the glass over. Money is not evil. The person holding the money is evil. Money is neutral. You can use money to help as much as you can use it to hurt. Same thing with things. You're welcome, Liz. Have a good night. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, the dance of light and shadow as well. So again, we're aware of our self-sabotaging patterns and we're trying to fix it. So some days we'll be super in it. We'll be super changing things up and in our body and feeling really good. And then other days we'll go back into old patterns. That's part of the process. It's the dance. It's part of it. That's how it works. That's how you learn. In order to get to the really good habits, we must first unlearn the habits that put us in the not so fun parts. If we just woke up and all of it was gone, we would fall back into it. You know? Because we wouldn't have learned how to overcome when the shadow period comes up. Yep, and it's going to take time, divine timing. No one likes to hear that. What this means is you have to learn the lesson. You have to learn. You have to be part of the dance. You spent a lifetime learning the habits. It's going to take more than a few days to a few months to unlearn the habits that got you there. Okay? That doesn't mean you're bad. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. That's perfectly normal. That's how it works. That's how our brains are wired. Even if we're fast learners, even if we're really intelligent, it still takes time to rewire things. And that's okay. Give yourself some grace. We're not robots. Mother wounds. I'm sorry. Mother wounds. That's why we don't feel comfortable receiving. The divine feminine energy is all about receiving, nurturing, receiving, being comfortable with receiving things. Yep. It can often lead to overgiving. Which is unfortunate. But it's there. And father wounds. Ow. No, I don't like that. So not only do we have a hard time going and getting the things, but we also don't, it's hard to receive the thing we asked for. Oh gosh. Well, that's that hyper independence and then not like asking for help. Oh no. And even if they weren't like super harsh or, you know, caused huge, like even if your childhood wasn't necessarily traumatic and like people were actively harming you, we can still receive trauma from those just from learning unhelpful patterns. It could be seeing how your family dealt with money issues. They could have said things like, oh, well, nothing ever works out for me, or I'm never going to make enough money. It doesn't always have to be like this big harsh issue, right? You could see that they never budget. They always live paycheck to paycheck. They're always complaining about money, and that can cement within you. That can be wounds, right? We don't necessarily have to always make it about people being intentionally harmful, right? Now, for some it is, for others it's not. I just want to address that because I feel like we don't talk about it enough. We got 2 here. Well, there you go. Delays are not a call to leave. They are a call to heal. So again, whenever we face these delays, we feel like, oh, I should just give up. No. The delay is there because it's bringing up what needs to be healed. In order to achieve what you're trying to do, you have to unlearn the pattern. In order to unlearn the pattern, you have to choose different when the pattern reemerges. right? And doing donuts in the parking lot. Oh no. Yeah, going back, that's when I wrote this, what that means is driving in a circle. So like doing the same pattern, the same loop, the same spiral, think doing donuts in the parking lot. Whenever there's a delay, whenever there's a hiccup, we're like, oh, clearly I'm a failure and I need to leave. No problem, Cricket. Like I said, there will be a summarized video of it tomorrow. You can feel free to watch the rest of it. But you sleep well and have a wonderful day at school tomorrow. And glowing up, yay! So yeah, you are glowing up. But just remember, right, that those delays are not there for you to jump off the ship. They're there for you to heal. That's it. That's all it is. Last one, and then I will release you to the wilds. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Oh, I think my thing died. I got y'all. Hold on. It's all dark. Let there be light. Atrocious lighting. Okay, last one. That's my signal to get up out of here. Last one. Oh, yep. Stuck in the mind prison. Stuck in the mind prison. So we're stuck in the mind prison. Like I said, get out of your mind, get into your body. Okay? So every time you get stuck up in this mind prison, you're doing donuts in the parking lot, it's a call for you to get out of anxiety think and to get back into the body. Okay? So that is all I have for you today. I hope it was helpful. Thank you all for being here so much. If you're interested in a personal reading, I offer those at the link in my bio, right? It's clickable now because I have 1,000 followers, so please feel free to check it out. Thank you. Yes, I'm happy to do that there. If you're watching this from the YouTube, when I post it later, the link will be in the description box down below. Feel free to check those out and see if I vibe with you. If I don't, and this is the last time I see you, thank you again for joining me. Thank you for your time, your energy, for allowing me to be a reader for the evening. And yeah, I wish you so much love, luck, joy, abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, and healing on your journey. Please remember that life is an ever crooked path and you are never off of it, okay? And if you have chosen to follow me and you do like my vibe, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I'm gonna find a way to celebrate 1K. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Maybe a Q&A live, I don't know, but we'll get there. But yeah, thank you all so much. I appreciate you. I wish all the same for you. And yeah, have a good rest of your night, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.